How can chariots of fire show us God's faithfulness? Find out in today's Faithful Friday. Thank you so much for joining us. We are looking at God's faithfulness, where God shows His faithfulness to us. And in this Faithful Friday, we're looking at 2 Kings chapter 6. Again, last week we did the same thing, but it was a different story in the chapter. Now, we're talking about the prophet Elisha. An amazing guy, amazing ministry. And at this point in the ministry, he kept on going to the king of Israel and sharing what the enemy was doing. The enemy would come up with battle plans, and we're going to attack you, and we're going to do this. And Elisha would tell Israel's king exactly what was going on. Well, the enemy, he gets really mad because they go into a battle and it was supposed to be a sneak attack. And Israel was there. They already knew. And he's like, so we got to leak you. Someone's got to go. And so he starts looking left and right. And all those guys are like, no, wasn't me. And then one of them has heard word of this Elisha guy. And he said, hey, king, this Elisha, he even hears and knows what you say in your chamber behind closed doors. And the king got really upset. And so he says, we're going to kill that guy. We're going to kill Elisha. And so he does some scouting, finds out where Elisha is in the town he's in, and he sends his troops. And Elisha and his assistant come out, and they see all of the troops, and the assistant gets really, really scared, and Elisha doesn't seem so scared. And Elisha says, Lord, please open the eyes of my assistant here so that he can see truly what's going on. And God did, and the assistant saw chariots of fire. This was angels ready to attack. And they call it chariots of fire all around Elisha. And it seems like they were all around the camp. These guys were fierce and they were ready to kill. And the truth of the matter is that, yes, there are times that you and I, guaranteed, we're going to feel completely surrounded by the enemy. We're going to feel that he is taking, he's winning. And we're going to feel bummed. But the truth is, if we could actually stop and look back, truly, there are angels that are surrounding the enemy. And they're ready to defeat the enemy. We need to look to God. We need to get our eyes off of the troubles that are trying to attack us and get our eyes onto God, who is above all of those things, who is in control, who can rescue and deliver. And we don't know what He's going to do in each situation, but we know that His plan is better than the enemy's. We know that trusting in Him and waiting on Him is better than freaking out about what's going on. So I want to encourage you in your troubles, in your difficulties today, in your worries, in your problems, put them on the altar. Say, God, I can't even deal with those things. Please help me to trust you and to walk with you through them. And God wants to do an amazing work. And sometimes He wants to completely defeat the enemy right in front of you. Other times He wants to take you through your problems. And as we trust Him, trust God, He will deliver us. He will always be there for you. He will always take you through it. I sure love you guys.